Okay, so let's look at how to create a new Angular project. So today we're going to be doing some Angular, and this is just an introduction. So this is our project that we're going to be working and using as a model project. So these are NGS. Let's see how the project looks like. Okay. So we're going to start from scratch with a new project using a terminal, and then we do everything from scratch: the navigation, the sidebars, the main content, the footer, everything basically from scratch. Okay, so after that, still waiting for it to run. First open my terminal. So as it runs, generates browser application modules. Okay, successful. So it's now Angular Live Development Server is listening on a local host 4200 in your browser. So at 4200, that's where we're going to be finding our application. So let's visit 4200, paste that here. Okay, so that's our project. Basically it's just a sidebar, but we can try to choose a more big project to work with. Okay, let's check on the terminal. Yeah, terminal is open. First clear these. So if you're just starting a new project on this terminal, make it a little bit bigger. Clear again. Okay, you're going to be pressing NGS. So all the installations of Node, npm, and of course Angular, I'm going to be covering that in upcoming series, but as per now I'm assuming that you already have all those installed, and you just press not S but NG. First of all, you have to first cd into the directory where you want to create your project, your Angular project. So I just want to put it on the desktop, cd to desktop, then you now create your Angular project, new Angular project. So you type in ng new and the name of the Angular project. Let me say new Angular project. Then press enter, and the project will start off to generate. So now that one is done, let us just run the one that we have and see what we are going to attempt to create. So this is the project that we are going to create. I'm running NGS, that is ngserve, for it to be published in the browser, and we can be able to see it. So here it has already started. You can see, would you like to add an Angular router? Yes, we want to add Angular router. You press Y for yes, press enter. Would you want to use CSS, CSS, SAS, and less? We want to use CSS, just press enter to go with CSS. Now you can see it has created new Angular project, index file. All these files are now being created, app.component.css, and right now it's installing the package npm. Okay, so let's go back to our project here. It's also generating browser application bundles, so we can just wait a little bit until it finishes. Once it finishes generating this and it saves successfully, we will be able to access it in the browser, and we see the kind of template that we are going to build. So, and of course, not forgetting here we're just creating a new project. that you're going to start from scratch as you build an Angular new project. Just be patient a little bit as we wait. Okay, so you can see build is already done. Angular live development server is listening port 4200 in your browser. So let's visit 4200 in your browser. It's a matter of refreshing this and you see how it looks like. So it begins with the login page. Now to log in here, meaning you must have you must be connected to the server. Okay, the server is back. I didn't know that the server is already gone. Okay, so we've now logged in as admin, and here we are. This is our application. So starting with the nav, we have a drop down or favicon, or you can call it a toggler. Toggles a drop down here. You can call it a sidebar. This is a sidebar. So once you click here, sidebar comes and it disappears once you click again. So this is how the sidebar has been designed. We have the logo and then the name of the company. We have the search field where you can type anything in search. We have the more options in the photo with the dashboard. I mean, the navigation is not enough and you can really want to add more functionality. We have the dashboard, and then we have also the help center where you can really receive more actions, then more apps. We have notifications, messages, settings, and finally the profile where we have the admin, the profile picture, email, name or job. And once you click on the view profile, it takes you to the profile page settings where you can set and change your password, documentation, and then finally you can sign out. We shall see all that. Now we are on the settings page. This is the settings page, and on this page we can add a new item to the database. We can delete all items in the database. We can delete a single item from the database. We can also edit an item from the database, and we can also try to filter up. This is an advanced filter, the date range, as you can see. Then also we have a search or a filter categories where you select which columns to filter. Then you have save. You can export your PDFs and Excels from here. You can clear the fields from here. Then after loading your filter, you can go ahead and click on load. It will load data from the DB that resembles that much. When you say load, it will load new data. For example, there is no data resembling this. You can try that category load must be having some. Oh wow, load. When it's empty, it will show everything. So title, you can say title means something, then load. At least we have those ones that have the title. Pages, you can decide on how many items should show in this table or on this page. You can say 8, you can say 1 per page. Now you can see you only have 1. You can say 10. By default it comes as 10. You can say 100, or you can say all items. Okay, so that's it. You can proceed to what else that we've not talked about. You can try to navigate through the logouts. Once you click on logout, it logs you out and redirects you to the login page, and you can always log in again. But on this login page, you have the forgot password, or you can input your email and the temporary password will be sent to your email, and then you input that password and then you change the password the way you want after logging in. You can just continue without logging in for people who have just come to shop. The cart works once you click on add cart or view product image. You can see the image here, but most importantly the cart. Once you click on the cart, the product will be automatically added to the cart. So you come back here and click on the cart. These are the products we have in the cart, and if you realize we have total amount here and then the quantity here. If you click on plus, the quantity increases, so does the total, single total, and then the total amount altogether and the checkout amount. You can trace that. You can delete a single item from the cart, and once you do that, also the amount will be reducing both for the total and the grand total. Okay, you can go ahead and delete single items one by one, or you can just empty the whole cart at once. That's cool. So go back to, this is the home page where we have all the products. You can improve it the way you want, but that's all. Now once you've just if you just continue to log in without or continue to website without login, you will not have information here. In fact, they will be telling you to sign in, so you can as well sign in again and then you log in such that you can access this. That's why you are not seeing settings as we are not logged in. Settings are only reserved for agents, admin. It's actually the same system we are doing. So what we did previously was an introduction to the back end for the same system. Now I'm introducing you on the front end. This is the front end that we are developing for. So this is the sample. So very soon we shall be starting this project in Angular using VS Code. So just like I've said, I've showed you how you create one ng new, then the name of the project, and right now the project has been, you can see, package installed successfully and successfully initiated on Git. So if you want to open this, the application that we just created here in VS Code, you just type code space and dot and then press enter. Automatically it will open that project in VS Code automatically. You just have to wait until the VS Code opens. Oh no, okay, command not found. I must have missed something. Code it should be one space. Okay, nevertheless, at least we know where we've stored our project. Our project is actually stored in our desktop. So we go back to desktop, look for the project. It's here, new Angular project. So once you have it here, we can just go ahead and open it and see what we have, the modules and everything. So we can come back here into the IntelliJ and open it in a new window, not to interrupt the current one. Go to open folder. It will bring a file navigation. And within the file navigation, go to your desktop and then look for new Angular project. Here it is. Click on it and say open. It will be opening that project in our Angular, in our VS Code. So this is a completely new project from scratch, and we're going to be using this project to do the other project that I showed you, the back-end shop project, online shop or e-commerce. So this is the front end. We had a very good introduction and we moved so far well in the back end, but we have also be following up for that back end until we finish. Now we've also started on the front end by creating a new project. Okay, so we can go ahead and see what comes pre-loaded in this project. Actually, you can run right away. You run the project, but let's first go create a new terminal, and inside the terminal we can now run the project by pressing NGS and enter. That's NGS serve. Waiting for the terminal. Taking too long. Probably can close off this. No longer need it. Okay, it's done. So we can clear everything, and we have say NGS. Press enter, and we start off to launch. Okay, now it says, do you want to pseudomonas usage data about project? No. Then local settings disabled. Yes, port is already in use. Would you like to use a different port? Yes, you can use a different port. It's kind of taking too long, but you just have to wait, be patient. This is a new blank project, so we expect it probably to have this initial page for Angular. This one here, this is our HTML. Maybe for just as quick knowledge, under our source app we have our files. We have so many files, but most importantly we have the routing model file. We have the CSS component.css file. We have the component.html. The CSS is to work on computing the look of the page. HTML is actually now the building block or the framework of the page itself, the website or the system. And then our component.spec.ts, this is for testing, and then a response for testing, and app.component.ts, this is where our core functionality lies. And then app.module.ts, this works in exporting and importing modules that we are going to work with in this, of course, project. We have assets. In any case, we have images, which I put them under here. We have and even other external files, you can put them there. We have our index file, which is actually the main page of the file. So it extends an app root, which is actually this main component.html. Then I'll be explaining all these, more of these angular.json, JSON, and then package.json files later. But right now we have our project now successfully run. Angular Live Development Server is listening at localhost 4971 something. So open your browser and search for this. We copy that, then we take it to the browser and open a new tab and then paste it there, and we see it should completely be a new Angular. Exactly. Welcome to Angular, and this app, new Angular project app, is running. So these are all the resources. We can click here, go documentation, and learn more about Angular, CLI documentation, and Angular material, where we can have more building blocks for free, blog, discuss, and the community. So this is the first default page, but if you want, you can just delete everything out of that page and have your own. Like for example, now this is the page HTML. You can decide to control all and delete, and then probably put a paragraph, simple paragraph, and say hello, this is me, is my new Angular project, and then save this. You have to save everything. It will regenerate successfully. Go back to the browser again on the same page. Now you can see it has changed. Now you can see hello, this is my new Angular project. So successfully the project has been done. So we're going to start from scratch and work towards this. This is what we want to implement. We've just started from this scratch, and this is the first tutorial of ours, but next we'll be implementing at least a dashboard until we reach this stage. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.